Pregnant again. So we might
Your Honor, that is not my child.
Miss Ghost, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, we have a 1-year-old daughter named Alexis Ray. We're not together anymore. We were married for 2 years. We divorced because I want to put him on child support. He don't do nothing for his little girl. So that's basically.
Okay. So you all divorced, have a 1-year-old.
Yes, ma'am.
And you want him to pay child support.
We'll get to what he does or doesn't do for his daughter and why in a moment. But just look at her carefree attitude after throwing him into this mess.
It's pretty straightforward. Sir, what do you have to say about that?
Your Honor, I don't have a problem paying child support.
Aisha Ghost walked confidently into the courtroom, ready to settle her case for child support against her ex-husband, William. The tension between them was palpable. The judge, seated at the bench, called the case to order and addressed Aisha. First, Miss Ghost, you brought this case before the court. Please explain what's going on.
You know, she did leave me for somebody else. She cheated on me throughout our relationship and things like that.
That's another court that has nothing to do with me. Continue.
Yes, ma'am. I make $16 an hour, ma'am, as a warehouse supervisor, so it's really hard to make the ends meet. So I don't know how much I can give. You know, it's expensive to live where we live.
According to the documents you provided, you made $18 an hour, not $16.
Oh.
Oh. So
He's
you
also
don't know
a
how
liar,
much you
Your
made?
Honor.
Aisha wasted no time in presenting her side. Your Honor, we have a 1-year-old daughter named Alexis Ray. William and I were married for 2 years, but we divorced because I prefer women now. I left him for someone else, and I'm raising our daughter on my own.
Ma'am, I was mistaken. I apologize.
Oh, okay. But you get a check every month, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all made the perfect couple. You're the liar, she's the cheater.
That's the particulars. He lied. I didn't cheat on him.
Okay, well, we already established that he lies. I mean,
Oh yeah, see, I told you he was a liar.
Well, I mean, you didn't even have to tell me that.
You
told
knew
me.
that, right?
I don't know how you
So,
do it every
you know,
single time.
What do you?
You know, what I don't need you all to do is address each other. You all
Yes,
will
ma'am.
address me. There's obviously a reason that you're no longer.
He's not doing anything to help, and I want him to pay child support for her. Aisha's words were sharp, reflecting a certain degree of entitlement, as if she had the right to everything without putting in much effort. The judge turned to William, who sat across the room, visibly irritated but attempting to maintain composure. Mr. William, what do you have to say about this? The judge asked.
In terms of health care, who pays it for this child?
He pays it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, she's
on his Medicaid.
Okay. You looked real depressed just then. I mean, did I say something wrong?
No, ma'am. It's just, I just know how much it's going to hurt, ma'am. That's all.
Know how much is what is going to hurt you?
The child support hit.
Do understand that, Mom, are you working?
No, ma'am.
Why aren't you working? Why aren't you working?
I mean, I just don't work.
William cleared his throat. I don't have an issue with paying child support, Your Honor. I'm more than willing to help provide for our daughter. But the thing is, she left me for someone else, and throughout our marriage, she cheated on me.
You don't want to work, but you think that he is solely responsible for taking care of your 1-year-old?
Well, she lives with me, so I take
Excuse
care.
me, I was talking thanks. If she does live with you, that, but you also need to be working too.
Yes, ma'am.
So, you know, are you gonna come back in here next time with some proof of looking for a job?
Oh yes, ma'am, I will, and I'm currently pregnant again. So we might
Your
be
Honor,
for
that is not my child.
Oh, that was my next question, but
I ain't touched her in like almost a year.
okay, that is good information to know.
It's hard to swallow that now. After everything, she's dragging me to court over this. The judge, though acknowledging the tension, quickly steered the conversation back to the matter at hand. We're not here to discuss your personal relationship. Let's focus on the child support issue. Miss Ghost, what are you doing to support your daughter?
It has nothing to do with this because a child that is not born is not a child within existence at this moment, so therefore child support can be determined anyway.
We'll be back though.
You'll be back for
We'll be
that
back.
child. Okay, well when you return, we will discuss
somebody
that
else.
child.
We'll be back with you.
Well, sir, just make sure you know, I just want you to know that you do have the right to get a DNA test.
Oh, really?
Yes, you have a right to get a DNA test on that child that she's pregnant with, just to make sure if she does bring you back.
Aisha leaned back in her chair, a nonchalant expression on her face. I'm not working right now, Your Honor. I don't see the need. William should be the one to take care of everything, not me.
Won't be placed on child support.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you understand that?
But it's your child, so don't worry about that.
Ma'am, I don't need you addressing him, okay? And as of right now, we don't know whose child it is. When I say we, I'm speaking about the court. We don't know whose child it is because you're currently pregnant. He hasn't had an opportunity to do it. An hour. What is your work week? And truthfully, how many hours do you work a week?
Roughly 60 hours a week, ma'am.
Okay, you told the truth about that. I just have to verify everything that you said.
The judge raised an eyebrow. So, you're not working but expect your ex-husband to pay for everything? Is that correct? Yes, Your Honor, Aisha responded, her tone unwavering. I think he should be responsible for supporting our daughter. I don't need to worry about working, when he can afford to take care of her. William shifted in his seat, clearly frustrated.
Dollar amount, you're going to be responsible for paying that for the past 12 months. Yeah. You're looking real confused right now.
Not confused.
I make $16 an hour as a warehouse supervisor, Your Honor. It's not much, but I've been doing what I can. I'm covering her Medicaid because it's my responsibility as a parent. But she's got a new life now, and I'm stuck paying for everything. Aisha's lips curled into a slight smirk.
The back pay that she requested for the past 12 months would bring your back pay, it's also known as retroactive child support, $6,600.
Well, I'm not the one who chose to make less money, she muttered, almost gleefully. The judge gave a pointed look at Aisha. Let's stay focused on the matter, please.
I'm going to make that payable at $100 per month. So your new child support obligation is going to be $480.72 a month.
Mr. William, you say you're making $16 an hour, but according to the documents you provided, you actually make $18 an hour. Care to explain that discrepancy? William seemed caught off guard, realizing the mistake he made in his previous statements. Yes, ma'am, I made an error. I actually make $18 an hour. Sorry about that.
I want to put him on child support. He don't do nothing for his little girl. So that's basically.
Okay. So you all divorced, have a 1-year-old.
Yes, ma'am.
And you want him to pay child support.
We'll get to what he does or doesn't do for his daughter and why in a moment. But just look at her carefree attitude after throwing him into this mess.
It's pretty straightforward. Sir, what do you have to say about that?
Your Honor, I don't have a problem paying child support.
An hour. What is your work week? And truthfully, how many hours do you work a week?
Roughly 60 hours a week, ma'am.
Okay, you told the truth about that. I just have to verify everything that you said.